Well, from food to safety and shelter, this local organization is bridging the gap to help the community thrive.
Well, Lisa Ortiz live in Carmichael this morning to learn more about the Sacramento Kindness Campaign. It's got a cool name, too.
It does have a cool name, and it's got an even greater story and all the things that they do for this community. So incredible. I'm kind of at the headquarters, if you will, of the Sacramento Kindness Campaign. They've got all kinds of things going on. I'm so amazed at how much you do. And you really started, this is Sarah, who created this Sacramento Kindness Campaign. And it's so crazy. We did a segment years and years ago, a cooking segment, and it was, you were creating, then all of a sudden you started making quiches. And that's kind of how this campaign started, how this movement started. And now you have helped so many people in our community.
That's true. We've helped around 48,000 people now, and it started with a quiche. It started with a quiche.
Back in 2015, you were just like, does anyone need a quiche? Because who doesn't love a quiche?
Right, who doesn't love a quiche? I love quiche.
You've always been someone who loves to cook, but talk a little bit about how this has grown. You have helped in so many different ways, and you focus on three things.
We focus on food safety and shelter, and this started, again, it started with cooking, but it really evolved with our partnerships in the community, which are so fundamental to our work. We began working with Title I schools, and they have let us know over the years what the gaps were. In 2020, the biggest gap during the pandemic was food. So we were on 12 Title I campuses, 12 feet from the nutrition services table. People could drive through and get our meal kit to feed 6. We gave out more than 20,000 meal kits, enough to feed 137,000 in 2020.
So incredible.
We continue to feed people with that. Now we only do around 600 a month in Oak Park and in Carmichael area. But we also are working with San Juan Unified now. Their gap this year is in providing emergency shelter to unhoused children and their families. So our goal is to provide 240 nights this year. To that community and to help them find their path to permanent housing.
That's kind of your focus, but you have a couple different tables here because I want to show people some of the different things, the different gaps that you have filled over the years. So let's talk about this table. I see some beanies, some masks, things like that.
Yes. So Folsom Mask Makers has provided us with thousands and thousands of masks that we've provided to the Title I schools and in the unhoused community. The Hats for the Homeless group, Angie, brought us over some beanies for adults and children, which we're sending out to unhoused neighbors as well. Again, there's been a lot of food.
A lot of food. Speaking of food, over here, I want to show people here because over the last couple of years, we've had a lot of refugees join our community. And you said this palette of food that you created here is all about comfort and community.
Yes, it is. So in 2017, we helped around 700 Afghan families. And this year, there's a few agencies that are sending us some of their more vulnerable families. And this food here, every home we visited, we would sit down at their floor table and they would put out bodum and chai, which is nuts and green tea and dried fruit. And it signifies community and comfort and love. And that's why we want to give this in particular, because we know that's a heart gift.
Absolutely.
And so it's more than just food.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then, of course, back here you're making sandwiches, and these are for our unhoused folks as well.
So there's so many ways that you can volunteer with Sacramento Kindness Campaign. Hida is so careful in her work. She's been making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for our unhoused neighbors for about the last year. And she carefully puts them in paper bags rather than plastic because we feed people and we care about the environment. And it's you could make 20 sandwiches, which we could get into the hands of the hungry.
Fantastic. Amazing. I mean, there's so many different ways. They've got family kits over there that you can help put together as well. So there's so many different ways that you can help. It is the Sacramento Kindness Campaign. It's just been around a few years, but they have done so much in our community. So if you are looking to help in any way, maybe open up your wallet, or you just looking to maybe do some volunteer hours, they could certainly use your help. We've got all their information on our website, gooddaysacramento.com. Back over to you.
Doing some amazing work. I love that. All right. Thanks, Sue.